D&D choice game. Alright, welcome to an epic adventure. Just like that, it just puts me in like that. Alright, you start off as a wizard at the beginning of this massive adventure. Scroll, read, and make choices, that's it. Your progress is automatically bookmarked. Okay. Interesting picture. Alright, you are a young wizard seeking treasure and glory. You are walking along a path in the forest, one day's journey from Ring City, your beloved home. Night has just fallen and you are thinking about how it might be a good idea to find a campsite. After all, you're in goblin territory and it's dangerous to travel in the dark. Suddenly, you smell something awful. Ooh, there is like dialogue and stuff. Alright. Reginald, are you responsible for that outrageous smell? You ask the warrior striding ahead of you. Pray no, I'm always downwind from my companions when I squeeze the bellows. Reginald answers. You realize that you have never encountered this stench before, and it is close. And perhaps it's your imagination. But is that muffled breathing you just heard? What do you do? Shout a warning to Reginald, dive flat on your face, hide, stop and listen. Ooh. Where? Excuse me, cat. Stop. Shush. Shh. Alright, I will just stop and listen, because I'm not sure if I heard it. A clever move. Okay. No need to panic yet. You think you grab Reginald by the shoulder and gesture for him to be quiet. The two of you stand motionless for a few long seconds before you hear a loud wheezing sort of breathing. Reginald must have heard it too, because he raises his sword defensively. A series of snorts is followed by several goblins with green-tinted skin charging out of hiding towards you. With an arcane word and a flourish of one hand, you send a bolt of fire into the leader of the charge, who drops to the ground, thrashing in flames. Reginald hacks down another with his sword. The remaining three run away, whooping and yipping. Oh, I'm like a cool fire wizard. I'm just throwing the fire flames and stuff and they're burning. So cool. Soon their cries are joined by others from the dark forest all around you. Many calls from far too many goblins to fight toe to toe. It is hunting party tracking all game, my wagger. Human is delicacy, much better than mutton. Reginald says, regard the two dead goblins on the ground. Dead goblins are worth 10 gold pieces per head in the city. Luckily, you don't need to carry their heads around. The city authorities will accept their left ears. Oh, that's cool. What do you do? Ooh, but that's so cool. Like it's like money and then 10 gold pieces are pretty a lot. If we look at like Warcraft standards, 10 gold pieces, that's like that doesn't lay in the bushes unless you're level 80 and you do big never mind, I will cut off the ears. Ooh, 10 gold, yes, the gold. I feel like a dragon now with my 10 gold. Get the ears, you exclaim as you pull out your razor-sharp dagger from your belt. For a second, your sometimes slow-witted warrior sidekick doesn't understand, but as you start sawing away at the first ear, he gets the idea and fishes out his own dagger. Soon you have a bloody goblin ear stuffed in your pocket, and Reginald has one of his own. Nasty? Very. However, 10 gold pieces are nearly 6 months of wages to a common laborer, so you're willing to take the hit. Exactly. It's like a lot of gold, okay? What now? Reginald asks. Certainly there are excellent places to hide in the forest, if we can just make it until morning. True, the goblins may have dogs and their own sense of smell is keen. you say. I don't know what the voices I'm giving them. I should probably think of a voice. We might climb a tree then. That would at least be defensible, Reginald says. You wish to be treed like a fox with goblins barking underneath? What's wrong with that, eh? It's good to be a fox, at least, I mean, you're a little bit smart. Foxes are considered smart, right? If you wish a position that is both defensible and allows some freedom of movement, we should hasten to Castle Inverness. It is near and we could fortify ourselves behind those walls, Reginald says. You frown. It is fortress, yes, but inhabited by what? God knows what manners of creatures may have taken up residence in that ruin over the years. I mean, I'm frowning right now by reading this. If you would see, only if you would see. Okay, garrison the ruined walls, climb a large tree. Hide in the forest, there's a third option. He doesn't want to be a fox, I don't want to go there, so let's pick the middle one, hide in the forest, yeah? Ooh, something is not very great, our life just went by one down. Hunting party or not, the goblins will have their work cut out for them finding you in this dense forest. If you can just hold out until morning, those little sun-hating beasts will be driven back to their holes. You know this region well enough to be certain there are no rivers nearby, but Reginald hopes to find at least a stream for the two of you to wade through to destroy your scent trail. Unfortunately, you cannot find one even after hours of running through the forest. You are exhausted. Meanwhile, the howls of your pursuers become even louder. At this point, you have found another trail and have decided to use it for speed, hoping your long legs can at least give you some distance from the smaller goblins. The two of you dash up to fork in the road. The path to the right is apparently seldom used since it is nearly overgrown. Reginald believes that it leads to the castle ruins. The path to the left is clear and you think you see firelight down the way. Could this fire belong to the goblins, or if you're lucky, it is campfire for another friendly adventuring party? What do you do? Interesting. Castle? Never question a wizard. Investigate. I would investigate. You never know. Hey, I'm an adventurer, damn it. Damn it, I like this. Adventure time. Guy, I forgot his name. Oh, pardon me. Baldy, you step forward, never a wuss. Alright, never a wuss, never a wuss. Okay, remember, never a wuss. So, it turns out the fire does belong to goblins. I knew it. I freaking knew it. What did you expect? You're in goblins country after all, right? What did you expect? Of course it's gonna be goblins there. You're welcome up. Welcome up. You're come up to a clearing with two goblins staring hungrily at a rack of mutton sizzling over a fire. Apparently these guys are more keen on guarding their next meal than joining the rest of the hunting party. Before you can decide whether to turn back or kill them, one of them spots you and screams out. Reginald shoots this one with his bow while the other runs off. Reginald, you have a bow? How did you not tell me that you have a bow? Oh my god! How could you, Reginald? What a cowardly lot they are. Is that like a dialogue? I don't know. Maybe like a developer's sentence or a little commenter about this situation. It's like, what a cowardly lot they are. You run back to the fork in the road and head toward the castle. On the way you hear a whistle in your ear, then another, and then feel a sting just above your hip. They do have bows! They do have bows. They have bows as well. Why I don't have a bow? Bow is my weapon. How could you not give me a bow but a freaking one little tiny dagger? It's sharp as a blade, razor blade, but still, I need a bow. You need to give me bows, okay? The wound isn't a bad wound. It's a small arrow, shot by a weakling, no doubt. You pull it out with losing strength. I can just continue? Okay, just continue. I thought I will have a death or life experience that I have to pull it out because there's poison in there and I must pull it out before it's too late, and it turns out it was too late, and then I need to find some mysterious flower, and then you know how those stories go, that you're poisoned, you have to find a flower which is like probably blue or some other very colorful tone, and you have to find it and it's very rare, but at the same time you realize it's not very rare. You know that story. After a minute of stumbling down what is best described as a game trail, you see the shadowy husk of the ruin on the moonlight ahead. Ooh, not on the moonlight, but in the moonlight ahead. Unfortunately, the battle cries of your pursuers are closer than ever, and when you look back over your shoulder, you see glowing eyes. Commenter, could be also something else. There was a sentence about foxes before, right? And it could be wolves as well. Haven't you thought about wolves? The two of you run on a burst of speed, and soon the outer wall of the castle looms before you. It is about 10 feet high and crumbling. You realize with horror that there are no holes on this side that are large enough to fit through. Meanwhile, Reginald, a faster runner than yourself, has disappeared around the north corner of the wall. That damn asshole! Sorry for swearing, but damn it! How could he be faster than me? Come on, you take away my bow, then you take away the speed. How can I be a good hunter? I was a wizard, yeah? I was a wizard. He said I was a wizard. But still, haven't there left any bows and any speeds and any hunter abilities from my previous lives? It's not like I played this game before and I was a hunter, no. It's just a thing. I don't know why. Never mind. I'm slow. Doesn't matter anything I say because I'm slow. Reginald, how could you? Give me your legs. I need them. A short spear whistles past your head. You look back and see at least 4 of the little beasts. Look at those. The first one's pretty cool. Those so many teeth. What do you do? Oh my god. Okay. Turn and blast them. Jump the wall. Follow Reginald. Well, he's very far away. I could jump. I'm a wizard, so I have to use my mana. So let's jump. I don't know if it's good or bad, but okay. You stay on your course towards the wall, and with an arcane word you leap into the air. Up you go, like a giant grasshopper over the top. You made it, but now you're falling down into the castle courtyard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm jumping so high, but do I have like a lesser fall damage? I didn't decrease any health, life, so I guess. You hit the ground hard, but you roll with it. I just roll with it. You know, all those cool movies. Fortunately, the neglected courtyard grass is nearly as tall as you are and acts as a cushion. Cool. Good for me. There's a ladder nearby that you climb to get up to. The battlements. Alright. There are 4 goblins at the base of the wall, chattering angrily. One of them begins climbing up the rotten rock. You decide this is a good place to take a stand. Yes, to shoot them from up high above. There is a lot of loose rocks at the top of the wall. You're not particularly strong, thanks to your inactive life as wizard. God damn it! No, how could you? However, you expect you could push a few large rocks down upon this climber. And on the other hand, they are all out in the open, and your spells would certainly be effective. Now, what do you do? I need to exercise, so I will push down the rocks. Hey, got medieval on them! The technology used was primitive and your actions weren't pretty or subtle, but you can't argue with the results. Yes, I became very strong. Moral increased, hey? Absolutely, why waste your magical energy when instead you can use the time-honored trick of hurling rocks down upon your enemy? Exactly. Very medieval of you. Oh, thank you. Stop. Sure enough, there are some large loose stones nearby, which you push down upon climbing attacker. The first one misses, but he looks up just in time to get a melon-sized rock right to the face, making a watery crunching sound. Ooh, tasty. He falls back down onto the earth, where he lies motionless. Oh, I killed him, probably. Poor guy. Well, he was attacking me, so... It doesn't count as murder if it's a self-defense. It's always... That's what you need to say every time when you accidentally, purposely killed someone. Purpose accidental? Yeah, that's the thing you do. The other three look up, scream in rage, and back off. Suddenly, you feel the battlement boards below you shake to the unmistakable rhythm of footfalls. Gods, they got behind me, you think. Wait, I have to read it properly. Gods, they got behind me. Oh. Charging along the runway is a shadow of a tall, lanky man carrying something. A bow. Oh, come on. Everyone has a bow. Come on. Reginald! You sigh in relief. He must have found another way in. Reginald leans over the wall and, seemingly without even aiming, lets loose an arrow. One of the little devils below falls to the ground, squirming with an arrow in its chest. The others scatter back towards the forest. With their eyes turned away, they make difficult targets in the scant moonlight. Nevertheless, your friend takes one more down before the rest make the safety of the woods. We have stuck terror into that advanced party, but they will call for reinforcements. We have the wall. Can we hold it? Probably, yeah. That's what he said. We could go in. You point to the castle behind... I point to the castle key beyond the courtyard. The castle is 3 stories tall, or at least it had been before the top layer partially The second story is barely any better. The fortress is as lifeless and still as a painting. Still, you wonder if anyone is looking back at you from the dark windows and arrow slits of the ruin. What do you suggest? Alright, so there could be someone, but let's enter the castle. Nothing happened. Very good. 2 are not enough to defend all 4 walls. Away to the keep. I like when he says like thinkingly, or I'm like saying it like that I'm amazed or something. Like when I say it, just say it. I'm reading it screaming, but when I'm shouting, I'm reading it normally. Ah, that's me. You run across the courtyard and open the large wooden double doors, which shriek on rusty hinges. Unlocked? This may be a trap, my friend. We best be on our guard, Reginald says. Once inside, Reginald slams and bars the doors. The entrance chamber is large with a high vaulted ceiling. The stone walls are cracked and flaking. The ground is strewn with loose rubble. The air is stale. Aside from the double doors behind you, there are closed wooden doors on the north, east, and west walls. Near the north door, there is a stairway going up, but it is blocked by rubble. It is not long before the front doors begin to rattle violently. Through a nearby arrow slit, you can see glowing eyes and the glint of axes chopping away at the door. They came back. Come on. You're not sure how long the barrel portal will hold them. Reginald wants to hide deeper in the castle. On the other hand, this place smells of death. It might be prudent to take a few seconds to investigate the room and doors. What do you do now? Alright, maybe we can find something in those rooms, but what I would do in real life? I don't know actually what I would do in real life, because in real life this wouldn't happen because there's no goblins. Let's search the rooms whatsoever. Nothing happened, good job. You motion to Reginald to check the east door. You inspect the ground and see there has been traffic through here. Some of the tracks on the dusty floor appear to be from human-sized shoes or boots, while others appear to be from bare feet, far too large to be from men. None of the tracks appear to belong to goblins. Listening, you can't hear anything over the goblins thumping and screaming outside. You direct the light of your lantern at the northern door and are about to turn towards the eastern door when something catches your attention. Was that an eye? You wonder. You think you caught a glimpse of a glistering eyeball through a rotting hole in the northern door, casually, as though just taking another look around. You sweep your lantern light over the door again, pausing for just an instant at that top. Yeah, that's what I would do. That would be what I would do. Like, I see something shiny, I was like, what was that? And I have to do it again, so I see it again. Yes, that was an eye. Okay. You're being watched, and although your glimpse of it was fleeting, you could tell the eye did not belong to a human. The white of the orb is pink with blood, while the retina is pitch black and large. How far I was from that eye? I imagine it like pretty far, but this description says like maybe I have pretty good vision. What would you imagine in these situations? It's very interesting what each person imagines while you read these stories. Maybe you can't imagine. There are cases when person can't make pictures in their heads. That's very sad, and I'm very sad for those people, but I'm not one of those people. And whenever something happens like this, and I'm reading something like this, my imagination goes wild, and I see many different images, and my imagination just, I could imagine everything. It's so cool. I like my imagination. It's not bad, you know, it's not bad. You would like to get a better look at the creature. There is a minor spell you normally use to magically open doors from a distance. You find it tedious opening doors yourself. Oh, come on, how lazy I am. As long as the door is unlocked, you could use this lazy wizard spell to open the eye door without being too close. On the other hand, that might frighten or anger whomever that eye belongs to. Perhaps you should just talk to it. Maybe you can join forces against the goblins. Alternatively, you might be able to hurl a bolt of fire through that eye hole. Not an easy shot, but you have the element of surprise. Finally, there's the running option, a choice that has been keeping wizards alive for thousands of years. What do you do? Oh my god. I will talk to the mighty creature. Just talking to a monster made me a diplomat. Funny. Language, even a greater invention than fire? Ooh, you tell me. Well, on this diplomatic way, I'm gonna leave this episode. These are all the arrows I can give you today. It's pretty interesting this far. I like these kind of stories. If you like them too, then leave a like and feel free to comment in the comment section whatever you like, whatever you want, or maybe the favorite parts in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!